My bad. My bad. My bad. All right, there. All right. All right. Should be streaming now. That was completely my bad. Alrighty, here we go. So here, let me show you how you're gonna want to do this. Let me rejoin once more, just so I can actually give you a more in-depth of my mess. Alright. Now you should be able to hear me, whatnot, whatever. Alrighty. So, I didn't realize that the stream wasn't fully started. That was my end fault. Alright, so, ooh, every time I gotta move the shovel, move the trowel, I have to go to the... Alright, so, let me grab more trowels and then I'll show you exactly how to do it. You're gonna have to stock up on trowels. I'm gonna let you know that. Gear shop. And it's honestly worth it. Nothing good in the gear shop. Nope. Okay. So, let me show you. So, how you're gonna do it, it's gonna be like this. Alright. So, let me visually move this, right? So, I take the trowel, right? I unequip it to visually move the stuff. Alright, all into the same spot, over to off, away from where you want it. Right? Away. So then I'm clearing up space to actually place all this stuff. So this isn't using any trowels yet for what we're gonna do. You're gonna want enough space to make two different piles. Right, and then there. Alright, there. 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 God. I placed about all these right inside of each other correctly when planting, but alright. Now, I moved them all over. Now, so say I want it in this corner. Boom, click. Now, you actually click to place it that time. Now you take it and you unequip the trowel to move it visually, and then you keep placing them in the same spot. And then you move it visually, and you just kind of keep on doing that. If it'll let me take my cranberries. And yeah, that's honestly the best way to do this, go about doing this. And it's stupid for how funny it is, because I'm gonna have everything inside of each other, even though, like, it's just busted. But good side is, like, at first I was like, oh hey, I thought this works, and then it didn't, and then I found a way to make it work. So that's the plus side. And then once you're done moving them, you're gonna want to rejoin, so it puts all of them back into the actual place that they are after you click, right? Because then you click, right, and then it's in the same spot, right? But visually, they're all gonna be in the same spot. Until you rejoin, as long as you, well, they're gonna be wherever you picked them up and put them. And so yeah, So do you understand the glitch thing now? Talk in the Roblox chat if you do. Just say yeah. It's a lot harder to explain over text chat. Okay. Okay. So, I'm taking this, right? So this is technically still planted over here for you, right? So, alright. So, you have this already clicked and moving around with your trowel, right? And if you unequip it, it still keeps it here, but visually, right? It moves it out of the way. So, alright, and it's the hitbox that stops you from placing inside of each other. So you're actually moving its hitbox, right? So, say you're moving this hitbox. Now you're anchoring the hitbox into a different spot where it's coded, so it stays there, right? And now you're just moving the hitbox out of the way for the next one, right? So then you click, alright, you actually click to place it down. Then you pick it back up with the trowel, and then you unequip again. And then you could just kind of rinse and repeat. So I'm just unequipping. Say I want to unequip it here. Unequip, and it places it there visually where my mouse is for me. But because I actually clicked and removed a trowel right here, it is actually dead set there. But it's only like visually there. Trust me, it was very confusing at first on how I wanted to move all these. But like it isn't too hard to realize. Just kind of test it yourself. Say, right, you take a trowel, right, to your mango. You move it over here visually, so you're gonna click on it, right, move it to there, unequip, and you're gonna want to do that with all your mango, peaches, you know, all of those, so they're all stacked up right here. Then you're gonna take the last one, take it, click it, yeah. So you just kind of want to do that yourself to kind of figure it out, because you already know the basis of it, but it's actually just testing it in theory. And my best tip to you is just put your trowel into your one slot and put your shovel into your inventory, just so it helps out a lot more. Okay, yep. So, alright, so it's gonna be a bit of delay, so it's gonna be a few seconds until you hear me. But, so now what you do is, you take wherever you, the to be. So, I want it here, so I'm clicking it there. Alright, now I'm gonna move it visually off to the side out of the way of where you're gonna place. And then I'm going to take the next plant and place it in that same place. So you're going to click to actually move it. Right now it's permanently placed. And then I'm going to move it. Nope. Gosh, son of a bitch. Alright. And then I'm going to move it here. back out of the way visually. So I can take my next plant, say this tomato, click it there, place it down, click it again, move it visually, so this area that you're placing, where all the hitboxes are for me, aren't there. Alright? So you can actually keep placing in the same spot. And see, the hardest thing about me streaming it over this and not Discord is the fact that I can't like actively talk to you and kind of answer your questions more in depth, which really sucks for me. Now you're gonna slowly get this. I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah. See, yeah, it took me a second at first. Alrighty.